from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from Cincinnati.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now it's Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Burrow will throw, sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now Watson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They will indeed snap it to Watson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
Faking the give. Now Watson eluding the pressure right.
Right back to Njoku.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in, and he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Watson now to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb, he scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Hudson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 5.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. God.
They go play action with Burrow. He'll buy some time right.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And they're going to have another as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. Inside handoff to Mixon. He will push his way down to about the 14.
This is 2nd and 8.
Burrow on play action. Flushed out right.
Now Burrow loses the football.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Here's Jones on the return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good return there, 17 yards.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. Mixon will try the right side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. On 2nd and goal, 1 man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He's going to get it running right. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from taking the lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Watson.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Now it's Mixon running right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Burrow looking to pass. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and they have regained the lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off the points for themselves.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down now, but that clock rolling. Watson, off play action. Steps away to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
But certainly that has played a big role into why they are. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And Boyd going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll take this down to the 26.
And they're going to speed things up here. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Running left, it's Mixon. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They're passing here. Joe Burrow, flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break. Watson eluding the pressure right. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Watson going to get this into the hands of Chubb.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They go up the middle with Chubb. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And Chubb will try the middle here.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And again, it's Chubb. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. From the red zone now, Watson dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over it. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
They're going to try and run. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
We're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
11 MC. 11 MC.
Mixing up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They run again on 1st down, Chubb, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. They run it again with Chubb. And fights through one man. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's going to go down.
I was way outside, bro. I was on the other side of your blocker.
Defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because
I know.
sack after sack happened, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Now he's free to midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
11 mighty.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's got his man. That's Sample, the tight end. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Mixon is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Off the option, that's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Now it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2.
Here we go.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he gets this up past the 30. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Here's a 2nd and 5. Handoff comes to oh no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now they go for it on 4th,
but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Once again, they run with Mixon.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. 2nd and 6.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. They'll roll him out right.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Forced out to his and he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2.
A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. To throw is Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have the Browns 1st down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Burrow.
Rolling to his left. The ball comes out. And this one will kick out of bounds, so they'll hold on to it inside the 10-yard line. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Now Burrow. Complete to Boyd.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
You're a jerk for that.
Here's 1st
I
down.
don't need your timeouts. I fucked up.
To throw, Burrow.
This for all the marbles. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's taking a big risk at this late stage. They're not thinking field goal, though. They wanted to leave no doubt on that one. So they took the shot at the end zone, but it winds up incomplete.
This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in.